MikeTV.com and right here with still undefeated Nick.
Yes, sir.
Nick, good to see you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you back at home? You still in New
Oh
York?
no, I'm back at home. Business trip. Business trip. Yeah.
I
Yeah, I'm back at
told you,
home.
yeah, I told you a couple days ago. You said you was going up there to get the win. Going for the stoppage. You got to win.
Yes,
I talked
sir.
about the fight with KOBY Williams. You got to win. You fought on DAZN. You won the betting in the betting books. Talk about all that. How'd you feel?
It was crazy. It was crazy because when people started sending it to me, I'm like, dang, people really betting $1,000, betting they rent money, doing all that. So I'm like, oh, you guys show off now. But I was calm. I was telling everybody, bet your house deed, because I already knew, like I said on the live before, I already knew like it's levels in boxing, and I just knew I was on a higher level. Good competitor, but I just knew I was on a higher level.
Yeah, you told me. You said you was familiar with him. You were very confident that you would, get the win. Did he impress you in the amateurs, or not really, or did he get a
I
gift?
mean, it was my second fight, so it wasn't really, and it was a split decision, so it wasn't like he blew me out the water or he whooped on me. Nah, it was right there. It was close. So I already knew that eventually I was gonna be the better fighter.
That's good. That's good. Did you? Obviously, it's been I think about 5 6 years since you fought him in the amateurs. Did anything change with him?
Yeah, he got stronger. He was strong. He was strong. He was a strong guy. Yeah, he definitely was stronger. But I don't really remember the first fight all too well. But I just know back then he was walking in a little more. So now he noticed that I got stronger. So it was different.
Yeah. Talk about the questionable knockdown. You hit him with a straight right hand.
Yeah. Yeah, that was to me. They should have called it a knockdown because when his mouthpiece came out, I didn't know, but he was still punching. If you watch the video, he was still punching. So the referee should have stopped the action right there as soon as the mouthpiece hit the floor. He was still punching. So I
Yeah.
had my hands up and he hit me with he hit my gloves with a 1-2, and I came back with my left and it
Yeah.
dropped him. But the referee didn't know he was gonna get dropped, so he waited till he got done with his combination, waited till I threw mine, home cooking, to, all right, no, it's not a knockdown because his mouthpiece was out. You can't do that. You jump in the middle of the action as soon as his mouthpiece come out, not when he done punching. That's stupid. So yeah, that got on my nerves a little bit, but I ain't sweat it.
Right. At that moment, did you feel like they were going to take a point? Were you kind of nervous
I
about that?
definitely thought they was gonna try to take a point because I was up on all the scorecards. So yeah, I was waiting on them to try something like that. That's why I just went in, just was like, you know what? If they take a point, you gotta end it. You gotta go out there and end it.
Mm. How hard was that left hand you threw? Was it your hardest punch, or you just kind of just
Nah,
threw it just to
I
back up?
just kind of threw it. I was just waiting on the counter. Like I said, when he got done punching, I noticed he was leaving his right hand down, so that punch was gonna come regardless. But I didn't even know he was gonna drop. I didn't even know the referee was about to stop the action. Like I said, I just was ready to counter back, and when I countered, he dropped, and the referee decided to wait till he dropped to say, "Oh, time." He was like, it was like simultaneous. It's like he was punching, then I heard time right when I was throwing the punch. So it was like time, boom. But they tried to make it seem like he said time first, then I threw the punch. Nah, that you can't do that.
Right, right, right. So, after you knocked him down, was it hard to jump on him? Right? Was he dead hurt, or you feel like it was a flash, or
I
did
feel
he?
like it was a flash. I feel like he recovered well, but I feel like he was definitely tired. So
Yeah.
it was easier to jump on him, late in the fight. Like I said, 5 or 6. I feel like if I would have applied just a little bit more pressure, I would have got the stoppage. But learning experience for everything.
Another thing I noticed, you didn't sit down in between rounds, right?
Nah, I never sit down. My coach never pull out the stool. Not in sparring, not in the gym, not in. If you watch all my fights, I never sat down in the corner.
Okay, so I didn't notice that. I would pay attention from here on out.
Yeah, we never sit down. He say we don't sit down, we get down. So
People hit me up like, "Oh, Nick ain't sitting down between corners." I'm like, "Damn, Nick probably trying to prove that his conditioning is really
nah,
good."
we do that every fight. Every single fight, we never sit down. We never sit down. We make
Okay.
sure we train even if it was a 12 rounder, we make sure we train 12 rounds without sitting down. We make sure we do it because we don't ever sit down in sparring. So why do it in a fight?
Right, right, right. So obviously, the big question is, what's next for you? Have you talked to the promoters up there? You have anything
Uh,
coming up?
we getting a lot of calls already, but we just waiting on our time. We waiting on the next one, being smart with it. We not gonna rush anything. We not gonna just keep. We not gonna just jump out there. Get overconfident, get over cocky. We're gonna keep learning and getting better. And what's next? We're gonna announce it. And once it's announced, it's set in stone.
All right. So this is your first fight of 2024. How many more fights would you like to get in this year?
I'm thinking at least in God's will, 3 or 4. At least 3 or 4. Try to end the year 10-0, 9-0, 10-0,
Right,
around that area.
right, right. I thought the post-fight interview was kind of funny. You threw out Nick Floyd Schofield. What made you do that?
Man, because he did Shakur wrong, man. Like that, I feel like that was a real goofy move. You talk all this trash to that man, and he give you the opportunity of a lifetime, and you pull up and do that. I don't like. Then you start blaming him. So it's like you just don't do that, especially because they giving these guys these chances, and they putting them on top, putting them on these pedestals because of their social media backgrounds, and it's just like I don't really see nothing too impressive about him. Like he's a good fighter, but he didn't deserve a fight against Shakur. So since he got it and then ran from it, it just you lose respect for people like that, especially in a game like boxing.
Mm. So it sounds like in the near future or somewhere in the future, you would like to get it on with Floyd.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I like to get
Mm.
it on with all these guys.
Do you feel like Floyd? You feel like that he kind of made all this stuff? I'm hearing a lot of stuff about they rubbed some cream on him and Shakur, so he's
Nah, he made like he just caught cold feet. He probably seen Shakur in person. Shakur probably was a little bit bigger than he thought. He caught cold feet for sure. Cause he was fine 2 days before the fight. He was fine.
right.